Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. Today we're making a recipe that's somewhat Indian, and the reason we're doing that is we had some rice. My wife changed her mind on what we were cooking, so we got rice that's been soaking overnight, so we didn't want it to go bad, so I decided to make a dish with it. So we're going to start out with we got a little bit of olive oil in here in the frying pan, already getting hot. We're going to get that started simmering. You hear it simmering already. Okay. We're going to let that brown just for a second. And we're going to add a lot of spices to this. And the clue that I've learned is uh, we're using whole spices now instead of crushed spices, because when you bite on a whole spice, that really gives you a burst of flavor in your mouth, and it's just so good. The other thing right here, another little tip, is the ginger right here. We freeze the ginger, and then we can grate it, and it comes out. It's so easy to grate. It's just real easy. So we're going to put some ginger in here. It's ground fresh ginger. Okay. And oh, that smells so good. Cooking onions and ginger cooking together smells so good. I may start sneezing in a minute. Also, we're going to add, these are 5 red chili peppers that have been rinsed and soaked. We'll put those in there. And I'm sure I'll start sneezing now with the peppers and everything. And now I'm going to save the garlic for a little bit later on. But I'm going to start adding the spices now. I told you we had a lot of spices to add. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of peppercorns. Okay? Just 1 teaspoon. These are not going to be ground. They're the whole peppers, like that. Okay, get that out of the way. We're going to put, I'm going to go to a bigger now. I'm going to go to a tablespoon of, this is mustard seeds, plain old mustard seeds. So I'm going to put 1 of those. Now we're going to we're adding, I said, a lot of spices. It can have so much flavor. We're going to have, this is just 1 tablespoon of fennel seed, and this has so much flavor. Okay, let me stir this real quick so it doesn't stick. And you can smell, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision, smell YouTube, whatever. It smells so good cooking. And I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. Coriander, okay? So, let's see if I can get that thing open. Put 1 tablespoon of that. Okay, so get that out of the way. And this is a new seed. I've never tried it. I've read up on it. It says a little goes a long way. It's yuan wine. How you pronounce it, yuan or carom. So they said a little goes a long way. I've never tried it. We're going to put a little bit in there, more than I thought. But hey, we can see if we like it or not. My cameraman will take that so it doesn't spill. And again, of course, we're going to put cumin seed. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of cumin seed in here. Again, I like this better than normally we do ground cumin, but this way, like I said, you get a big burst of flavor in your mouth when you're doing this. And of course, we're going to add some red pepper flakes. We can sprinkle some in there, because like that. And the final seed we're going to add are sesame seeds. Okay, so I'm going to put one tablespoon of sesame seeds in there. And oh yeah, we are going to add just about 4 or 5 whole cloves. Try to pick these out. And I'm gonna put, so it doesn't stick. We're cooking, we're cooking, we're drinking. So we're using a Yingling beer, and that really brings the flavor out. So I wish I could try this. Okay, and wow. Now then, I'm going to add some of my vegetables. I'll go ahead and add the garlic now. That was 3 cloves of diced up garlic. Okay. Now we can get this little tray out of the way, put it in the sink. Now we're going to add, this is 1 tomato. It's diced up, 1 tomato. 1 yellow squash. And about a cup and a half of Brussels sprouts that's been diced up. Okay. We let it cook for a second, get this in the sink, get it out of the way. And, okay, let this cook for a second. Now we're going to add a little bit of salt to this. And again, here I'm using pink salt. It's healthier for you. We do use some of the iodine salt, but I'm trying to get more of this because it's a little bit better for your bones and everything, got more minerals. Okay, so we have some of that in there. Now then, I'm going to add 1 can. These are garbanzo beans, chickpeas. They have been rinsed and drained. You see I had a hard time getting them back in the can. So we're going to let those cook a little bit. Now, throw that away. Now, this is the rice that's been soaking. Like I said, my wife changed her mind. I blame it on her. So she blames it on me. But anyway, we're going to add the rice in here. Y'all see what I'm doing. It's just long grain white rice. I think it's balsamic rice, I think. I'm not sure. Get the rice out of here. And we're going to let that cook. Yeah, it is balsamic rice. And so we're going to let this cook. I'm going to add a little bit more salt to it because we've added a lot more ingredients now. I'll let add a little bit as I go. We're going to let this cook. I'm going to put a little bit more beer in there. Again, I don't use vegetable stock or beef stock because, well, first of all, I like to eat what tastes good. And y'all go out and try drinks and vegetable stock, and it's not very good. Drink a beer, pretty good. This is a great, great, great beer, vegetable stock replacer. So I'm going to put this in here. And of course, I got to have some, but I put most of it in there. The rice is going to absorb that. We're going to cover it up and let it cook until the beer's gone. And then we'll check back with you in a little bit. I got to drink a little bit first. See y'all soon. Okay, welcome back. This has been cooking now for about 45 minutes, and I turned it off and let it rest. Oh, it's been resting 5 or 10 minutes. I did go back and add a little bit of salt and a little bit of water, just because the rice wasn't quite done. Y'all may wonder why I'm cooking with so many spices. Well, I was raised in the South where we had fried chicken, fried pork chops, rice, hamburgers, fried fish. That was about the extent of our menu. So I've been experimenting with different flavors, and they're just wonderful. Matter of fact, all the spices you saw right here are brand new. I encourage y'all to go out and try new spices. You know, my wife's family, my family, probably none of them would even try this stuff, but it is amazing. And I'm taking the top off now. Again, it turns the steam goes away from you. Okay, I'm gonna put this down right here, and I'm gonna try to turn it up so you can see it a little bit. Now, how pretty is that? You got the reds, the yellows. Now, I would encourage y'all to pick the dried peppers out because they're kind of chewy, don't taste that good. But we're just gonna get a little bit on the plate here, and you can see I'm just a little bit, just to try it. You got the Brussels sprouts, which are very healthy. So let's see what it tastes like. Oh, one more thing. They do say squeeze at least a little key limes here. Squeeze with a little bit of lime juice on there, just a little bit. And it cools it down a little bit too. So that is so good. I hope y'all will try this. The spices are coming through. It's cooked in beer. While the peppers don't really add any heat, they add a little bit of flavor. Y'all please try it. Y'all will like this. I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.